Hello friends. So in this lecture, we will study another important recurring themes in our PYQ series, that is positivism and its critique. So this question has been asked almost every year since last 10 years, and this is extremely important. So first of all, we will try to understand what is positivism, what are the assumptions or ingredients of positivism, and then who all are thinkers or champions of positivism, and then we will discuss the critique of positivism. So first of all, we will try to understand what is positivism. So the positivism wanted to study human behavior like it is done for matter. So, for example, we have lots of laws, like laws of thermodynamics, we have Newtonian mechanics. All of these laws govern the matter, and we can predict how a particular matter will behave in a particular condition. How sodium will behave when temperature will be this. How sodium will behave when water will be thrown in on sodium, or any particular matter. So, matter's behavior can be judged through the laws. Now, this was the approach of positivists, that they wanted to also uh, predict human behavior in a similar manner, like it can be predicted for matter. So they can, and the assumptions that they have made is that the human behavior can be also objectively observed, as it is done in scientific methods and scientific experimentation for matter as well. So just as the behavior of matter can be quantified, can be measured, such as weight of matter, temperature, pressure, similarly, they can devise an objective measurement for human behavior. So this was their first assumption. The second they wanted to establish is cause and effect relationship, causal analysis. So with this style of methodology, it will be possible to accurately observe the behavior of matter and produce statement of cause and effect. So this, if we will do this, this will happen. This is certainly true for matter. So they wanted to have this causal analysis for human behavior as well. So that will allow for the production of grand theories, macro theories, like theory of society. Theory of society is a grand theory. Then the third assumption that they had made is that they wanted to use scientific methods. So they wanted to use the methods as used in natural sciences, and they were of the view that these can be applied to analyze the human behavior as well. Okay, so that they can have objectified knowledge, researched knowledge, verified knowledge, and can have grand theories. Now, who were the early proponents of positivism? So the first one who was one of the founding fathers, apart from Auguste Comte, was Saint-Simon. So Saint-Simon advocated for sociology as social physics. And the name itself tells that he wanted to have a study of society like physics. Now, physics is all about causal analysis, all about laws, all about experimentation. And he promoted the use of organic analogy to study society. He believed that society could be studied using methods similar to natural science. Then the second champion of positivism was Auguste Comte. He was the one who introduced positivism in sociology and coined the term sociological positivism. Okay, so if you are writing an answer, you can start with this about introducing Auguste Comte, that he was the one who introduced the positivism. Okay, this can be a good introduction as well. He argued that objects are real not just by material presence, but in terms of their effects. Okay, now Comte proposed studying sociology using methodologies of Heinz, like reductional analysis, causal analysis, comparative analysis, by collecting data of various things and comparing them, by utilizing multivariate analysis, statistical tools, etc. And then having a generalization. By the use of, first, you will have a hypothesis, you will do experimentation, and you will have some data. Then either it will satisfy the hypothesis, or it will make a hypothesis wrong, and then you will have a generalization. So his works include, like, course in positive philosophy and system of positive polity was considered as the founding works in the field of positivism. The third and the most important is Emile Durkheim. So Emile Durkheim enriched positivism with the concept of social facts, which we will study in the later lectures. He expanded the scope of observation to include things not directly observable, things in the mind like values, customs, consciousness, etc., but that affect humans from outside. So Durkheim applied this approach in his study of division of labor, religion, society, etc. Now, some of the examples where positivism was applied, the foremost example is Emile Durkheim's study of society. He used data on societal rates and religious membership to draw conclusions using multivariate analysis, having multiple variables and then analyzing their impact on the society. Okay, age, religion, etc., etc. He used multiple variables and demonstrated how positivist method could be applied to complex social phenomena. Then Robert K. Merton also used it in reference group behavior. He collected data on American soldiers to demonstrate the concept of relative deprivation, showing how positivist approach could be used to understand social dynamics. And then Karl Marx also utilized in his historical analysis. He adopted a positivist approach while discussing capitalism, but his analysis of exploitation and vision of communism also included revolutionary and romantic philosophical elements. Now, the key elements of positivism we will see again. The first is observable phenomena. So, study of observable phenomena and collecting information for the same. Rejecting the study of internal aspects. The first thing is this. Second is scientific methods. So, use of methods of natural sciences. And third is emphasizing on developing universal theory, which can be applied irrespective of time and space. And fourth was to have a testable knowledge. So, creation of testable knowledge, focusing on reliability and replicability of result. So the result can be relied upon or it can be reproduced again. If we are conducting research on similar set of people for similar thing, the result will be similar. Now, there are lots of criticism of positivism. The first of all, that they could not differentiate between actor and matter. Actor has consciousness, matter doesn't have. Secondly, we do not have the luxury of controlled environment while studying humans. We have luxury of controlled environment while we are doing chemical researches, analysis, etc. Then interpretative school, specifically Weber, Dilthey, they said that human behavior cannot be studied using methods of natural sciences. Okay, Dilthey specifically, Weber though gave some methods also. Then postmodernist like Foucault said that reality can be studied in many ways. There is not a particular way to study reality. And the interactionists like Mad, Cooley, Bloomer, they said actions and interaction result in social action, not just observable facts. Phenomenologists like Peter Berger, Shoes said that generalization not possible. Social realities are constantly changing with time. Social realities 10 years ago is now different. Or when you go to a urban center, metropolis, and then you go to a tier 2, tier 3 city to go to a village, the realities change. And the realities change even in the metropolis. When you go to slum, when you go to a gated society or a post colony. So the reality is constantly changes. Then ethno-methodologists like Harold Garfinkel said that reality should be studied from people's perspective, not researchers' perspective. What researchers want to have the result, it should not be that case. It should be the case that we want to understand the people's perspective, and that can be studied only when we will go and study in depth. We analyze them and we also focus on non-observable facts, which is not possible in positivism. However, you can conclude that objectivity is a desired outcome, and the positivist methods or the scientific methods cannot be discarded in sociological research. We can combine various methods in this way, you can say, or you can also say that positivism was the one who gave sociology the recognition or established sociology as a distinct subject, and credit should be given for them. Durkheim was the one who established sociology as a distinct department, and because they wanted to distinguish sociology from other social sciences, that was also the reason that they were going for scientific observation. And science was celebrated everywhere in Europe at that point of time. So there was nothing strange about use of social scientific method in sociological analysis also at that point of time, because it was celebrated everywhere at that point of time. So this was the lecture. I hope it was helpful for you. Take care. Best wishes.